Hey guys, this is Manni Chopra here at the June Titans event, and I've got none other than Ranjan Bhattacharya here with me. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Nice for you to come and speak about your 10 killer strategies at auctions. So what is this all about? Strategies at auctions?
You've got to have a plan. I mean, auctions are about having a plan because the thing is, when a property is sold at auction, it's on the open market, it's available for all. So if it's a vanilla property, then everyone will see what you see. And I think that's one of the most common things you hear from people who go to auctions, and they say the property went for too much. Because usually they're looking at a very vanilla property. It might be a two-bedroom flat that's ready for someone to move into, ready for someone to own or occupy, and they only have to buy it for 5% cheaper than the market value for an owner-occupier to get a good deal.
Yeah.
But that's not investor-grade stock. So what we are about, when we need a strategy, we need a plan. We need a plan for how can I take this property, which is lot number 27 in catalogue XYZ, and what is my plan for creating value in that deal? And because quite simply, when you actually buy a property at auction, there is an argument for saying that you're basically the biggest mug on that day, because you're the one that paid the most money for that property on the day of the auction. So what you've got to have is a plan to create value by educating yourself on different strategies and how to implement those strategies and implement those strategies well, so that you can create enough value so that, because it doesn't matter if you pay more than anyone else on the day. The issue is, what margin are you building on top? Because what value do you see in the deal?
End value that you can create with
exactly.
So have your exit strategy up front, and then obviously do the numbers thoroughly. So for the simple example you just gave, it could be converting a 2-bed into a 3-bed.
2-bed into a 3-bed. I mean, we're going to talk about 10 different strategies today. There's things like commercial to residential conversions, doing things like HMOs as well. There's plenty of new rules and laws that have helped us, that have just come into force this year. Such as the leasehold reform and short lease properties that now come into play. Stuff around permitted development. There's no maximum floor space limit for commercial to resident. No vacancy rule as well. So there's all of that. And also, I'm going to talk about buying problem properties, because auctions are a dumping ground for problem properties which won't sell in the open market. The question is, those are naturally sold much under what they would do if they didn't have a problem. The question is, do you know what the problem is, and can you fix it? And is the cost of fixing it much less than the discount that you're getting it for? That's how you create value. So some of those strategies are pretty much those sort of angles.
Just one of the strategies, if I would like to pick, if that's okay. We talked about the short leases. Now, with the Leasehold Freehold and Reform Act that's just come in and become law this year, if you're aware of that law, I mean, obviously, taking something which is under, let's say, 60 years, let's say, lease, you then take it on, and then you obviously extend the lease, but then extending the lease won't cost you as much. So is the strategy still relevant in today's time, where once people come to know that it's not going to be costing a lot more to extend the leases?
The thing is, it's not about how much it costs in terms of monetary value, and it's not really that the freeholder will say no. They have to say yes now. The question is how long it will take. So unless it's a fully baked loaf of bread, it doesn't command the value of a fully baked loaf of bread. It doesn't matter if it's just a simple step of putting it in the oven. Because when you actually apply to extend a lease, if the freeholder is not available or drags their feet, they can lengthen the process. And if you're doing that with financing, then you've got those sort of costs to bear before you can refinance it. So you've still got a lot of things to sort out, which is why if you know what you're doing, you will always find those properties undervalued, because there's still work involved and time to fix that problem.
So you'll have to keep your money in the deal for longer until you've added that value.
Well, you could do, but for all that admin work, there has to be a premium.
That's right.
Otherwise, you just buy one that doesn't have the problem. Why would you bother taking on a problem unless there's a benefit to you for doing that?
And it's getting a BMV, basically, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, listen, really excited about your talk. I know the 10 killer strategies are going to go down really well. And have you got your deal ready for the second half?
Absolutely.
Brilliant, guys. Thank you so much for today. Guys, I'm sorry you missed it. Do come along to our next event, which is in September. We've taken a summer break. And Ranjan luckily comes along to most of our events.
Yep.
So if you want to know more about auctions or other deals and just really have a chat, come along to our next one, September 2024. Thanks, Ranjan.
Brilliant.
Cheers.